Hello everyone, my name is Sam Valerio Jr. and I'm from 6ATexasFootball.com. We are here in the parking lot of Dick Bivens Stadium in Amarillo, Texas. Today we'll be covering the practice of the Amarillo High Sandies. The Sandies had a fairly solid year in 2014 as they went 10-2 with the loss to the ever-tough opponent in Arlington Martin. The Sandies are trying to build off their solid year in 2014 and maintain their solid ground attack, but also maybe utilize some weapons in the spread game with some key receivers. So we'll be covering their practice in just a moment, and good luck to the Sandies in 2015. Attempting about a 31-yard field goal. Oh, he got it. Coach, this is Sam Valerio from 6A TexasFootball.com. I'm with Coach Mel Maxfield of Amarillo High. Coach, looks like your offense was in pretty good gear this afternoon. Looks like your stable of running backs looks pretty solid, but you're having to replace a great bruising running back in Spencer Simpson. How do you feel about your running back core?
Well, we're inexperienced. It's like spring. Some days the defense wins the day. Other days the offense seems to win the day. So it's kind of a back and forth deal, but that's what spring football's for, is to find the combinations that look like what we need to look at going into August and going into 2015. Really spring football for us, depth chart wise, just to give us an idea of what we're working at, and then we'll come back and compete again in August, and really won't know what the starting lineup will be until after the Midland League scrimmage. But at least we get a pretty good idea of where we're at.
Well, how do you feel about your depth with your offensive line so far?
Well, to be honest with you, that was a concern coming in. Now we've got returners at center, and Will Purvines, and then Anthony Chavez and Noah Sanchez played extensively, and all three started last year at one time or the other. So, felt real good about the middle core. Of course, us running a wing tail guard guys. Our tackles have got some experience last year, but not as much as the inside. So, but they've come on this past week, and so our next goal really is to find the second five and get those guys up. And we've got some guys that have become suspects all of a sudden.
Oh, it looks like that your skill position players, you looks like you have a good set of players on the backfield as well as on the outside. Will you be utilizing the pass a little bit more in this upcoming season?
Well, we try to play to our strengths. Some years we end up throwing a little bit more than we do, but we're going to play to the strengths of our team. And, our quarterbacks competition still isn't settled. That'll go through the summer. And, we played two years ago, and, I wouldn't be surprised if we played multiple quarterbacks again. But, we've got one of our receivers is nursing a shoulder injury that we have high hopes for. So when we get completely healthy, I think we'll have some weapons that, everybody will have to account for.
So you feel solid with your chances for the District 2 6A title?
Well, that's certainly our goal. Of course, it's our goal every year. But, I think our district kind of raised some eyebrows last year. I think everybody thought it was maybe a little soft and whatnot. But I think it was a very competitive district race a year ago. And then all of us did well in the first round and, had some solid games in the second round as well. So it's a competitive thing. That's always part of our goal for our program, is to be district champs. But we know that, we've got to continue to put our nose to the grindstone and keep hammering, because we've got some quality squads that we'll be competing against.
All right, Coach, well, thank you so much.
You bet. Thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Good effort today. We're making strides. Let's make sure we get things ready to go. All right? All right, here we go. Everybody up.